If you're watching these videos in order, welcome. If you're watching these videos in order, the last one was cut a little bit short. I meant to continue to go, and I stopped the video instead. So that's fine, because this is a nice video to start solving logarithmic equations. 2 steps here. We're going to rewrite the equation in exponential form. So when we're solving logs, we rewrite in exponential form. When we're solving exponentials, we rewrite in log form. So we're going back and forth. And then, of course, we'll be able to solve for the variable. How do we know that we have a log equation? Well, we know we have a log equation when the variable is in the argument. So when the variable is in the argument, and log base argument equals the exponent. So our first example, natural log of x equals 3, we have a variable in the argument. The argument is x. So how do we go about solving this? Well, our first step is to rewrite the equation in exponential form. So I've got the natural log of x equals 3. The base for the natural log is e, raised to the 3rd power equals x. That is an exact answer. And e cubed is approximately, I'll let you practice this in your calculator. Press pause if you're still fumbling with your calculator, because the approximate answer is 20.086. Make sure that you are able to use your calculator quickly and efficiently to get that answer. Okay. I'm going to make these notes a little more colorful, and I'm going to highlight my answers. Okay, next example, we have 5 plus 2 times the natural log of x equals 4. I need to isolate that natural log of x. Just like I did the exponential expression, I want to isolate the logarithmic expression, which is the log and the argument, not anything out in front, not anything attached by addition or subtraction. So I'm going to have to subtract 5 from both sides. That's going to leave us 2 times the natural log of x equals -1. And then we'll divide both sides by 2. And we've got the natural log of x equals -1/2. Now this negative is kind of an alert to me. What's allowed to be like negative and what's not allowed to be negative? Let's look over here. Look over here in the upper right-hand corner of my screen where I'm circling. The base must be positive. The argument must be positive. The exponent can be any real number. So -1/2 is in the position of the exponent. It's allowed to be negative. The argument is not allowed to be negative. So when we solve this, we need to make sure that we do not have any values that cause the argument to be negative. I'm going to rewrite this in exponential form. We've got base e raised to the -1/2 power is equal to x. Now an exact answer, a good exact answer, would be 1 over the square root of e. That would be a really good answer, 1 over the square root of e. That would be nice. An approximate answer, we're going to put that into our calculator. And there's multiple ways you can put that in your calculator. You can put e upper caret -1 divided by 2. E upper caret -0.5, or 1 divided by the square root of e. No matter how we put that into our calculator, as long as we put it in correctly, we're going to get 0.607. So I encourage you, as always, to make sure that you know how to put this into your calculator. And I said I was going to use some color, so I'm going to highlight my answer. Okay, hopefully you're feeling good to do this try. Go ahead and press pause, and when you're ready to reveal the answer, press play. Okay, welcome back. I isolated the natural log of 3x by dividing both sides by 2, and then I wrote this in exponential form. E squared equals 3 times x, and then I divided both sides by 3, and I got x equals e squared divided by 3. If you put 1/3 e squared, that's fine. Just make sure e squared is in the middle, although I do like this answer better. And then, of course, putting that into your calculator, make sure that you got 2.463 as an approximate answer. Excellent. So now we're going to have a little bit more complicated logarithmic problems. So I'm going to make another video with this example and then this try, and then we'll be using our graphing utility most definitely. So the next video will conclude our series of lessons on solving exponential and logarithmic equations.